Have you had sex less than 5 times in the last year? You're not alone, trust me. I'm Stephanie Ganowski, sexologist and sex coach for men. The first thing I want to say is that this video is meant to point out the reasons why you are not having a lot of sex due to your relationship issues with your partner. I hope these 3 ways give you a better understanding of what changes you can make in your relationship, leading you to having more sex in 2024. Reason number 1 is poor communication habits. And there are a few things that make up poor communication habits. There's actually many things. The first one is lack of openness. This is when you're not feeling comfortable with each other enough to share desires and needs for your sex life and why. There's a lot of guys out there who don't talk about sex with their partner because they're afraid of hearing that she doesn't enjoy the sex with them and why she doesn't enjoy it. When really, that's a blessing if you get your partner to open up and share that with you. That's a good thing. It's giving you direction, it's giving you clarity, and you're not supposed to just know what to do. You're supposed to talk with your partner and then follow based on what they've told you. Next poor communication habit, misunderstandings. Poor communication can lead to misunderstanding each other's boundaries, expectations, and preferences when it comes to sex. And the third poor communication habit I want to share with you is chronic assuming. This is actually a term I think I made up. You think you always know what your partner wants and feels or believes. This will often put you in a place of really bad listening skills and also cause you to lose any sense of curiosity for your partner in your relationship. So now that I've laid out 3 styles of poor communication habits, I want you to ask yourself, which of these 3 do you think that you're acting upon and you could put some more focus towards? Reason number 2 why you're probably having sex less than 5 times a year. Unresolved conflicts. So conflicts or arguments that are left unresolved can definitely spill into your sex life and damage it. Not all, but many. Probably most. If there are lingering issues, it can have an effect on your ability to emotionally connect. Have you ever wanted to connect with your partner and then you remembered something that you were mad at her about and you were like, I had this resentment that actually kept you from doing the thing that made you want to feel close to her? This happens all the time. But when it comes to unresolved conflicts, I want you to ask yourself this. Do you feel as though you talk through or work through issues with your partner until you come to an understanding of each other so that you could put it aside and continue living life without any form of resentment? When I was a kid, my mom always used to tell me, make it better. I still have her voice in my head whenever I get in an argument with someone and I'm holding that resentment and I just don't want to be the first one to be like, hey, let's put this aside, or hey, I'm sorry I said that. The make it better concept is really about, all right, I don't want to hold on to any resentment and I don't want to hold on to anger. Let me go approach that person and say something or show an act of love or kindness towards them to show and be sure that we're on good terms at this point and moving forward. How often do you make it better? And the third reason why you're probably having sex less than 5 times a year is an emotional one, and we'll get to it in just a second. I want to first of all tell you about my Healthy Masturbation Masterclass this Thursday. This Masturbation Masterclass will help you have a healthy relationship to masturbation. You'll know how to do it in a way that actually works for your relationship with your partner and also works for yourself to feel good about yourself sexually. It's going to give you good routines, especially if you're dealing with dick-related issues like PE, DE, or ED. If you don't feel comfortable coming on the live, if you don't feel comfortable showing up to the live call, you can always just access the recording after. Link is in the description of this video. All right, getting back to reason 3 for why you're probably having sex less than 5 times a year. Emotional distance. You can detach from your partner emotionally in many ways. Some are more in your control and some are not. Examples are lack of intimacy. It doesn't just mean sex, it means lack of intimate touch, connection, conversation, etc. Unresolved issues, loss of trust, stress and external factors maybe going on in the family or the home, changes in priorities, personal growth, etc. So thinking of these things, is there a way that you can control emotional closeness with your partner at this point in time? What would that look like? So I hope this video gave you a better idea of why maybe you're not having as much sex as you'd like and where your areas of control are. That's the point here. It's to make you realize, all right, there are definitely things I can probably work on that I haven't worked on in a little bit, or maybe I'm holding on to a little too much resentment in order to work on them. Rewatch this video, take some notes, and see what you can work with here. So if this video is helpful at all and you want to see more videos, then definitely hit the subscribe button. I can't wait to see you in the Healthy Masturbation Masterclass. Talk to you soon.